Namaskar. In continuation of my Sanatana Dharma mission, we are moving this week from Agni Purana to Narada Purana. Bhakti, music, philosophy, and the power of devotion. Let me first wish everyone advance Sankranti greetings. Sankranti is not just a harvest festival, it is a festival of transition from darkness to light, from inertia to movement, from ignorance to awareness. It marks the sun's northward journey, Uttarayana. In Sanatana Dharma, this is not astronomy alone, it is spiritual symbolism, the journey of the soul towards higher consciousness. Last week, we reflected on the Agni Purana, on Dharma, discipline, knowledge, leadership, and inner fire. And Agni Purana taught us how to live life with integrity, responsibility, and clarity. This week, we enter a different but equally powerful dimension, the world of bhakti, music, and philosophy through the Narada Purana. If Agni Purana disciplines the mind and action, Narada Purana melts the heart. If Agni Purana teaches duty, Narada Purana teaches devotion. And in today's restless, anxious, hyper competitive world, bhakti is not weakness. Bhakti is emotional strength. Bhakti is psychological resilience. Who is Narada? Not a messenger, but a movement. Most people think Narada is just a wandering sage, carrying a veena, singing Narayana, Narayana. That is gross underestimation. Narada is a philosopher, a social reformer, a spiritual psychologist, a communicator par excellence, and above all, the eternal catalyst of transformation. Wherever stagnation exists, Narada appears. Wherever ego hardens, Narada intervenes. Wherever dharma weakens, Narada awakens. He does not create conflict, he exposes illusion. What is Narada Purana, the gospel of bhakti? The Narada Purana is primarily devoted to bhakti, devotion, nama japa, chanting, music and kirtana, philosophy and liberation, pilgrimage and sacred geography, stories of great devotees. So, it teaches one radical truth. Bhakti is not for the weak, bhakti is for the courageous. Narado Vasha. Bhakti hi mukti prada loke, bhakti hi mukte hi paragati. He says, Bhakti alone grants liberation. Bhakti alone is the supreme path to freedom. So the message is not rituals alone, not knowledge alone, not austerity alone. Only devotion transforms the soul. Bhakti, not emotion, but alignment. Many mistake bhakti as emotionalism. Narada Purana clarifies Bhakti is alignment of mind, heart, and action. And Satvasmin Parama Priti Reva Rupa Svarupataha. Bhakti is supreme love for the divine, arising from one's true nature. And this is emotional intelligence at the highest level. Scientific inference. Why bhakti heals? Modern neuroscience confirms. Devotional chanting reduces cortisol, that is the stress hormone. Music activates the limbic system, emotional center of the brain. Repetition of sacred sound creates neural coherence. Group chanting synchronizes heart rhythms. Our rishis knew this thousands of years ago. Science is only catching up now. And Nama Japa, the simplest and strongest practice. Nasti 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 anyata kalau yuge harinama 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 eva kevalam. In Kali Yuga, there is no other way except chanting the name of Hari. In an age of anxiety, depression, loneliness, and identity crisis, Nama Japa is the cheapest therapy and the strongest medicine. Narada is a patron saint of music. He carries a veena not for entertainment but for elevation of consciousness. Giten muchyade jantur, Giten eva sapmojjate. That is, through music, the soul is liberated. Through music, the soul rejoices. So, music therapy is now used for Alzheimer's and autism and PTSD, that is a post traumatic stress disorder, stroke recovery. Sanatana Dharma already knew sound is medicine. And stories from the Narada Purana is transformations, not tales. Narada meets a robber who lives by violence. He asks him, "Will your family share your sin?" The robber checks, they refuse. Realization strikes. He falls at Narada's feet. Through Nama Japa, he transforms. And the message, no one is beyond redemption. And a learned man marks bhakti as inferior. Narada shows him a simple devotee whose heart is pure. The scholar breaks, his ego melts. And so, knowledge without humility is bondage. And Dhruva's devotion, Narada guides young Dhruva. From an angry child, he becomes a divine exemplar. Right guidance plus devotion is destiny transformed. So, Narada Purana and philosophy, simple but profound. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyaha na Mehedaya na Bahuna Sritena. That is, the self is not attained by lectures, intellect, or study alone. So, the experience beats the information. So, if you look at the Narada Purana for today's world, Bhakti is emotional resilience. Nama Japa, the mental detox. Music, neurotherapy. Humility, leadership strength. Devotion, focused living. Pilgrimage, digital detox. Kirtana, community bonding. Surrender, stress release. Faith, psychological safety. Service, fulfillment engine. Guru, mentor. Satsang, positive network. Detachment, financial wisdom. Prayer, goal, clarity. And bhakti, inner stability in chaos. So, the message to the modern generation is clear. The Narada Purana does not tell you to run away from life. It tells you to run life with awareness. It does not kill ambition. It purifies ambition. It does not destroy identity. It refines identity. Devotion is not escape. Devotion is empowerment. Why we must preserve Sanatana Dharma? Because it is the oldest living civilization, the most spiritual system, the only tradition that harmonizes science, philosophy, art, and devotion. When we lose Dharma, we lose direction. And when we lose Bhakti, we lose balance. Sankranti this week is a spiritual reminder. Sankranti reminds us, just as the sun changes direction, you too can change direction. So, from anger to awareness, from ego to empathy, stress to surrender, chaos to clarity, this is the message of Narada Purana. Last week, Agni Purana taught us the discipline of life. This week, Narada Purana teaches the music of life. One trains the will, the other heals the heart. Together, they create complete human beings. If this message touches you, I request you to visit my channel, Yoga, Dhyana and Dharma. Let us not merely admire Sanatana Dharma. Let us preserve it, practice it, and pass it on. Dharmic greetings to all. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.